So we're going to do arteries and veins above the diaphragm, and then we'll work on below the diaphragm. Okay, veins above the diaphragm. Okay, when it comes up from the heart and splits, it's identical on the left and the right, so I'm only going to do one side. Okay, so coming up away from the heart, you have the precava. Okay, and coming off the back side of the precava, immediately above the heart, is the azygous vein. Okay, and then coming off the front of the precava, it's kind of hard to see, but where did it go? It was right in this area here, or there it is. You had the internal mammary vein coming off the front of the precava. Okay, now the precava splits into left and right, and the first portion of the split is referred to as the Brachiocephalic vein. Okay, so I'm in the left brachiocephalic. Okay, the first branch coming off of the brachiocephalic is the left external jugular vein. Okay, after that branches, you are in the left subclavian vein. Okay, then you have another branch coming off the top here that runs to the bottom side of the scapula. That is the left subscapular vein. Okay, after that branches, you are in the left axillary region. Okay, if you think axillary, think armpit. Okay, now as you continue out in this vein, when you get out into the arm, it becomes the brachial vein. So this is left brachial vein. Okay, and the brachial vein actually splits, and the larger branch that goes into the lower part of the arm is the left median cubital vein. Okay, and the left and the right are identical to one another. Okay, and up here, you can't really see it all that well, but right here in this area, you would have had the transverse jugular vein, and it connects the two external jugular veins. Okay, now arteries above the diaphragm. Okay, coming up out of the heart, you have the ascending aorta right here. Okay, it turns into the aortic arch, and the aortic arch is going to turn and go down, and it turns into the descending thoracic aorta right there. Okay, now coming out of the aortic arch, you're going to have two branches. Okay, the smaller branch on the left-hand side of the cat is going to be the left subclavian artery. Okay, and that continues all the way out into the shoulder region or the armpit. Okay, where you're going to have the left axillary artery. Okay, and as you continue out into the arm, that becomes the left brachial artery. Okay, now on the right side, the right branch off the aorta, aortic arch, okay, is going to be the Brachiocephalic Artery. Okay, now the Brachiocephalic Artery branches, and this first branch right here is going to be the left common carotid artery. Okay, the second branch is going to be the right common carotid artery. Now, after you have the branch of the right common carotid, you are in the right subclavian artery. Okay, and again, as you continue out to the arm, it becomes the right axillary artery, and then, in the shoulder, it's the right axillary artery, and in the arm, it is the right brachial artery. Okay, so that's everything above the diaphragm. All right, so let's see. Let me make sure everything is dissected out on this cat real quick.
You should have a video camera. Go to the camera. See if it's under the camera.
It's normally right there.
Like a
an option. Look at here.
Yeah.
Like you slide it and it will go to.
Is that an iPhone 3?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have video capability. Only iPhone 4 does.
That's weird.
Dang, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I didn't know that. I thought they were the same thing.
Okay, so let me make sure everything's here. Let me see if they've got the. Okay, they've got a gonadal, which is nice. A lot of cats don't have it. It got torn. Okay, arteries below the diaphragm. Okay, so when the aorta passes through the diaphragm, through the aortic hiatus, it turns into the descending abdominal aorta. The first branch coming off the descending abdominal aorta is going to be the celiac artery. Okay, now the celiac artery branches in 3 places. Okay, the first branch is the hepatic artery going to the liver. Okay, the second branch is the gastric artery going to the stomach, and the third branch is the splenic artery going to the spleen. Okay, now the second branch coming off the descending abdominal aorta is going to be the superior mesenteric artery, and you can trace it all the way out into the mesentery. Okay, now you continue down, and what you will see, it's going to be relatively small. You're going to see gonadal arteries coming off the descending abdominal aorta. Okay, the gonadal arteries, if you follow them, go out either to the ovaries or run down to the testes. Okay, in male versus female. Okay, so that right there, that little branch right there, is a gonadal artery. Okay, now beneath the gonadal artery, you're going to have the inferior mesenteric artery. Okay, and this one should be going towards the descending colon. Okay, now the one that I didn't show you, okay, is going to be the renal artery. Okay, and this is the right renal artery. Okay. All right. So, below the inferior mesenteric artery, you're going to have the iliolumbar arteries. Okay. Now, the descending abdominal aorta splits in 2 places. Okay. The first Y split. Okay. This here is going to be the left external iliac artery. Okay. And then the right external iliac. The second Y split is for the internal iliac arteries. Okay. So you have a left and a right. And then it splits one more time, and the one vein deep here is going to be the caudal artery that goes to the tail. Okay. All right. And the last one, the external iliac artery will continue out of the abdominal cavity into the leg, where it becomes the femoral artery. Okay. All right. So that was arteries. Okay. Let's put everything out of the way.
That was just arteries. We're done with arteries, correct?
Yes. So